Good afternoon, everyone. This year, we are celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Global Youth Institute, this week-long academic conference focused on food security issues that coincides alongside the Borlaug Dialogue each year. This conference centers on innovative efforts for emerging leaders to tackle global food security challenges. And since 1994, the World Food Prize Foundation has inspired and engaged nearly 4,000 students that have participated in the Global Youth Institute. These student delegates are selected from youth institutes across 20 states and 6 countries, and they share key findings and recommendations from their global challenge research. They connect with international experts and their peers in roundtable discussions, and students have the opportunity to connect with other global leaders to discuss challenges, share ideas, and develop solutions for a more sustainable and food-secure world. This year, we have over 175 student delegates and their teachers from 9 countries here in Des Moines, Iowa. In the room right now, they are learning about the unique roles that different actors in food security and agriculture efforts play in addressing food insecurity issues. 86% of these students, before coming to the Global Youth Institute, have identified that they are interested in working on issues related to agriculture, food security, and sustainability. 70% of these students are women, and half the students at the Global Youth Institute are people of color. And we also have 19% of our students are from outside the United States. So we truly have a wonderful mix of young emerging leaders. Our goal is that the Global Youth Institute will work to educate, empower, and inspire these young leaders to work towards a more food-secure, nourished, and sustainable future.
All the student delegates in attendance this year, along with all the rest of the Borlaug scholars from the youth institutes across the country and around the world, have the opportunity to continue through our pipeline of transformational experiences by participating in the Borlaug-Rouen International Internship and the USDA Wallace Carver Fellowship. Our internship opportunities aim to cultivate the best young talent to meet the urgent needs of food insecurity and agriculture across the globe. During these programs, students develop an understanding of global food security, personal and professional growth, an introduction to available educational and career pathways, and a strong voice and seat at the table. The Borlaug-Rouen International Internship provides high school and early college students hands-on professional experiences working alongside world-renowned scientists and policymakers at international research and development organizations, many of whom are in the room right now. Since 1998, the foundation has placed over 400 students at 34 leading research organizations in 23 countries, providing transformative learning experiences aimed at addressing critical food security challenges. The USDA Wallace Carver Fellowship offers college students the opportunity to collaborate with noted scientists and policymakers through paid fellowships at leading USDA research centers and offices throughout the United States. Since 2011, the foundation has placed nearly 300 Wallace Carver Fellows with USDA agencies to build a pipeline of leaders in agricultural science and policy for careers in public service. The World Food Prize Foundation has a long history as an awarding organization of presenting youth with awards for their accomplishments and performance as interns and fellows. This year, as part of our strategic priorities, the foundation is adding a monetary prize to our recognition. One 2024 intern and one 2024 fellow were selected to win recognition and $1,000 for their outstanding performance and accomplishments, and I'd like to recognize them now. Selected for her excellent internship report, personal and professional growth during her internship, creative communication skills, commitment to the experience, and outstanding ambassador of the foundation during her Borlaug-Rouen International Internship at Earth University in Costa Rica, Lily St. Jean won the Internship Excellence Award this year. Lily, please stand and we'll give her a round. Oh, there she is. The Fellowship Excellence Award this year goes to Ellen Schlomer, who is unable to join us today, but let's give Ellen a round of applause as well. Finally, we want to share that this summer the foundation launched an alumni survey targeting thousands of youth program participants. We collected data from 30 years of alumni, and we put together an alumni impact report to share with you all.
As we reflect on these past 30 years, there's a lot to be proud of. We've engaged nearly 90,000 people around the world through the Global Challenge curriculum. We've provided unique learning and growth opportunities for hundreds of emerging leaders through our internship programs. We've amplified youth voices through our events, and we've inspired 93% of our Borlaug scholars to make a meaningful difference in the world.
We also found evidence that the Foundation's leadership development pipeline works. We found that deepening engagement in the programs has a profound impact on youth. The longer students engage, the more transformational the experience is on their lives, their work, and on the world. As a result, the Foundation will continue to scale in order to engage more young leaders to address critical challenges related to global food security.
And we are going to continue to increase our global engagement, strengthen opportunities for alumni engagement with the Foundation, and fortify a pipeline by continually innovating our programs to create opportunities for changing times.
The Alumni Impact Report is available to all of you today outside the ballroom doors in the back when you leave.
And thank you to all of our partners, all of our donors, all of our supporters, our alumni, and all of our staff and interns who have just made it possible for the Foundation to have such an incredible impact on youth leadership over the last 30 years.
Next, we'd like to welcome World Food Prize Foundation President Emeritus, Ambassador Ken Quinn.
Please welcome back World Food Prize Foundation President Emeritus, Ambassador Kenneth Quinn.
Wow, impressive statistics. Just heard. Should have another round of applause for the two winners there. So Alyssa Brown, who herself went through the World Food Prize youth programs and was a Borlaug Rouen intern, and was now back on the World Food Prize staff, as has happened in the past, and helped me out here. And she helped me out this morning, for those of you who weren't here, and I kind of limped out. And afterwards, a few students asked me, "Oh, what happened to you, Ambassador?" I said, "Well, I'll mention this afternoon that earlier this year, I had a terrible fall and broke my hip hitting hard on the ground. And try to convey to you what the experience was like, and particularly the students here in the room. I think as I was laying there with a broken hip and in terrible pain, of the philosopher who could give me some sense of feeling and of what this experience was about. And so I thought of the eminent philosopher of your generation, you students, Taylor Swift. And as I'm laying there, I'm thinking, karma is the thunder rattling your ground. And my first instinct was, to shake it off. But I couldn't move. My wife came out and found me, and I was in such pain, and she got me in the back of our SUV and driving me off to the hospital, and there I am, hurt in the back of the car, crying like a baby on the way home from the bar. And then I was so loud, she leaned back and looked over me and said, "You need to calm down. You're being too loud." Well, I got to the hospital, they replaced my hip, I've been PT and working back. It's been a cruel summer. But hey, I'm grinning like I'm winning. I'm hitting my mark, because I can still do it with a broken hip. So this is the way you get students to pay attention to you when you're 82 years old, and that. So you've seen the wonderful video tracing back this 30 years. The first 14 students, the Youth Institute, because John Rouen, 80 years old in 1994, and Norman Borlaug, 80 years old, in 1994, were there, and John says to Norm, everybody here is older than us. We need some young faces. And John Ruan sent out word, and 14 high school students were there for the first Youth Institute, writing that paper. And it was probably the most amazing youth program ever conducted, because 14 students and had as their faculty 3 Nobel Peace Prize laureates. Yeah. Norman Borlaug, Jimmy Carter, who was a member of the Council of Advisors, and that year's laureate, Muhammad Yunus of Bangladesh. So now, 5 years later, when I got hired to become president of the World Food Prize, I retired from the U.S. State Department, came home to Iowa. I grew up in Dubuque, and took over the World Food. I had one-person staff, a very nice woman named Jan Douglas, and the World Food Prize was a one-day, day-and-a-half event. The Youth Institute was a half-day, Saturday morning, with now almost double, 22, 23 students, all from Iowa. And there were no Borlaug Dialogue Symposium over 3 days. But I'm going to make the most of it, see what we could do. And I decided to give an honor. We established the awards for 2 interns. And I got the Iowa Public Television to televise our ceremony at the state capitol. I brought out these in 2004 with Janice Ruan and Michael Gartner to present our awards. 2 high school juniors, Penny Fang from Ames High School and Ann Michael Languth from Iowa City West. And they received these awards, gave some very brief remarks, but it was like sending an electric current around the state, because now students, and particularly young women, wanted to be in the program. And our numbers kept escalating and escalating. So all of you here for the Youth Institute, I want you to know that almost every one of you who comes not because of Dr. Borlaug, not because of anything I would say, or Ambassador Branstad, or Secretary Vilsack, or other scientists or leaders who are here. They almost all come because they see somebody like you who's done this, and particularly who's done the Borlaug-Ruan internship, and they say, I want to be her. I want to be him. And that is where the leadership comes. All of you, when you go back to your school, know that you are recruiting others behind you to come and do this. Now, how do you get to impacting 10,000 a year? Well, I hired a staff member, Lisa Fleming, and we started building the program, and our numbers increased. Dr. Borlaug said, I hope you can take it beyond Iowa. And we had some great help in doing that. Paul Schickler and Claudia Schickler made a very, very generous donation to us, and we gathered in Governor Branstad's office with President Wendy Winterstein of Iowa State University, and we formed this partnership to start the Iowa Youth Institute. Reach out into every high school in Iowa, set a model for the rest of the nation in doing this. And Catherine Swoboda, who had been a Borlaug-Ruan intern in Brazil, came back, took it on, started building it. Now we're into 70% of Iowa high schools, holding an event in the spring at Iowa State, from which some members of the Global Youth Institute come. We then hired additional students to become, I call them Borlaug evangelists, going around the country. Staff members going to land-grant institutions. Start a youth institute here. Start one in Mississippi. Start one in New Jersey. Start one in Nebraska. Start one in Ohio. That's where we now have Youth Institute students coming from all over. Louise Fresco, president of Wageningen University in the Netherlands, said, I'm going to start a Borlaug Youth Institute in the Netherlands, doing this. And then Ambassador Branstad and I went to China and into our Iowa sister state, Hubei, and started a program there. And I think we have a video of some of that, and I hope that...
There was no young people from China. Nevertheless, historical barriers are meant to be broken by wise and courageous individuals. The opportunity to change the situation was presented to the young but renowned Shijazhuang Foreign Language School. In 2013, on the 30th anniversary of the sister state relationship between Hebei province and Iowa, at the invitation of Ambassador Kenneth Quinn, chairman of the World Food Prize Foundation, 5 students from Shijazhuang Foreign Language School participated in the World Food Prize Youth Institute on behalf of China for the first time, becoming the only delegation from a non-native English-speaking country on the World Food Prize stage. They represented the voice of Chinese youth in the World Food Prize arena. In 2019, on the occasion of the 40th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and the United States, Ambassador Quinn visited Shijazhuang Foreign Language School and expanded the number of students invited to participate in the Youth Institute from 5 to 10. This provided more Shijazhuang Foreign Language School students with the opportunity to step on the World Food Prize Youth Institute. The outstanding performance of Shijazhuang Foreign Language School students received high praise from delegates around the world and gained strong recognition of the World Food Prize Foundation. As of 2023, Shijazhuang Foreign Language School has continuously sent 80 high school students to participate in the World Food Prize Youth Institute for 11 years. In 2023, on the occasion of the 40th anniversary of the sister state relationship between Hebei Province, Iowa, Mr. Terry Branstad, the newly appointed chairman of the World Food Prize Foundation and former U.S. ambassador to China, former governor of Iowa, revisited Shijazhuang Foreign Language School, engaging with Shijazhuang Foreign Language School students and inviting 10 of them to participate in the World Food Prize Youth Institute. Participating in the World Food Prize Global Youth Institute is a breakthrough for Shijazhuang Foreign Language School, from 0 to doubling number of student participants. Agriculture and food issues are fundamental to the survival and development of every human on Earth. Only when young people care about agriculture and food will the world have a future and humans enjoy well-being.
So the Chinese students, we have 10 this year. Are you here? Where are you there? Yeah, stand up back there. And that's, yeah. So now we have 90. And join me in thanking Ambassador Branstad for his indispensable leadership in making this happen. Ambassador Branstad, thank you so very, very much. So that's the short course of how you get from 14 students to 10,000 impacted, over 2,000 coming to the Global Youth Institute, 500 receiving scholarship, over $500,000 of scholarships to Iowa State, Wallace Carver fellowships, and over close to 400 now Borlaug internships in 20 years. So I'm so very, very proud of that accomplishment. And but the spirit and fulfilling the dreams of Norman Borlaug and John Ruan. And the other part of all this is the collaboration I've had with Jeanie Borlaug Laube, Norm Borlaug's daughter, who's been an indispensable part of our programs. And I want to take this time to introduce to you Jeanie Borlaug Laube.
Please welcome back Norman Borlaug's daughter, Jeanie Borlaug Laube.
Hello, I'm so glad to be here And thanks so much, Ken, for your great words, Rebecca and John also. What an exciting day. 30 years. My dad would be so very excited. I think this was his favorite part of the World Food Prize. You could never get him away from the students. So with that, we have a great new award. Critical to our future are the mentors and teachers that invest their time and their knowledge to the growth of youth leaders. In 2018, the World Food Prize created Inspiring the Next Generation Award to honor outstanding partners who are dedicated to mentoring the students in the Foundation's network as well as their own networks. My father, Dr. Norman Borlaug, considered himself first and foremost a teacher, a mentor. And I, too, have had a wonderful career as a teacher. In that spirit, I am so thrilled to present the Inspiring the Next Generation Award to Dr. Olga Bolden-Tiller in honor of her long-standing dedication to the World Food Prize Foundation youth programs and the transformative impact she has made at Tuskegee University. Dr. Bolden-Tiller is the Dean of College of Agriculture, Environment, and Nutrition Science, the 1890 Research Director of Tuskegee University, and the Alabama Youth Institute Coordinator. She was chosen for the Inspiring the Next Generation Award because her efforts have profoundly impacted the lives of future scientists, farmers, and leaders in agriculture and food security. Her innovative ideas and unwavering commitments to education and empowering the emerging leaders are not just inspiring, they are creating real changes in our community and beyond. Her dedication to nurturing young talents and fostering a passion for sustainability practices is truly a testament to her belief in the potential of the next generation, our future. Congratulations, Dr. Bolden-Tiller. Please come and accept this small token of appreciation.
Now please welcome Tuskegee University Dean of the College of Agriculture, Environment, and Nutrition Sciences, Olga Bolden-Tiller.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this award. It is indeed an honor to receive the Inspiring the Next Generation Award. It is fitting that I receive it today, on Halloween, a day when we get to emulate our heroes. Heroes like George Washington Carver, who once held my current position as Dean and Research Director at Tuskegee University. But above all, he was a mentor and an inspiration to many. Many of you may know the story of Carver, who served as a mentor and friend to Henry Wallace, whose ideas later inspired Borlaug. And it is an honor through this award to be linked to these great inspirers of others. Of course, my accomplishments are not mine alone. It is through partnerships with friends and colleagues from the University of Idaho, Alcorn State University, Penn State, Michigan State, the World Food Prize Foundation, the USDA, USAID, Manners, and many others. I see, when I look out to the crowd, students whose journeys that I've had the opportunity and the privilege to be a part of. GYI leaders like Jorge, Borlaug Ruan interns like Kamani, Wallace Carver fellows like Angel, and team members like Lakaya, now our youth program coordinator, who started with me as an undergraduate work study student. And most importantly, to those who inspired me over the years, allowing me the opportunity to be a seed to sprout and grow, the opportunity to question and then to contribute and more. So today, you all have done a thing, adding this award to my Halloween outfit so that I can be an inspirer and continue to be an inspirer like George Washington Carver. And I trust that you will do the same. Thank you again for this precious honor.